wrap bodies, and in wrap bodies we join two patterns together. We join two front patterns together because we are dealing with whole body, not a separate one whereby we can use it for the same pattern, like the same pattern we have, transferring it to the body. So we have two patterns here already joined together, and for wrap bodies, you know, the wrap is going separate ways. Like this is what we want to achieve. So could be as low as that. And something coming with it as well. So you could stop at this side or extend to this place. So you could see that we need the whole bodies to achieve this. So the first thing we need to do is to tighten our shoulder, because anything wrap comes with a v-neck. Even if it's not a sharp v-neck, it will be a curvy v-neck. So you are going to determine where you want your line to fall to, like your depth, where you want it to fall to. I am going to pick 5 inches here. So I'll make sure that whatever I'm doing passes through these 5 inches down. If you're going to pass through the darts, if you're going to pass through your dart line like this, you must make sure it's exactly on point. Like for example, you can't, this is our dart line now, going up like this, then coming back again to this, to the point you know, you've already crossed across the dart. That means we have a kind of effect on the darts here. So most of the time what we do is to remove the darts. So we're going to remove the darts by this side and by this side for us to have a perfect fit. So I've already added allowance to it before, so I don't have issues. Just let me remove the 6 centimeters and then join back to the 4 inches below at this side. The allowance is still there that way, so you don't have any problem with the allowance. I've added allowance before, so that is out already. So we can perfectly work on this, and we also do this too. Sorry, at this side we're going to do the same thing here. We turn back to the 4 inches allowance. This by this side. So we're going to cut this place in way, because we are passing through the dart there. So, and most of the time our wrap is normally low. If it's kind of high, like we want to come back to something like this point here, that means we are going high this way. You see, it's not going to come so low. It will be kind of chunky, like this priest rope that they wear. You know, the rare things, the Chan things, whether they will have to wear a very big rope, and those kind of rope are the V that are always high this way. But normally, please let your V come down like 5 inches. The least is 5 inches. Your breast won't show, your bust won't show that way. So just let's go with this, because even if you move up to this place, we would be affected. The shoulder that's here would be affected. You won't be able to get a perfect fit. So just come down here, either pass through the darts here or pass or come back here. So let me just use, I'm going to cut it in 2 ways. Here we are on top of the darts, and the next one will be stopping exactly on this dart line. So we are going to give it 50% to 60% shoulder tightening, because it's a v-neck. I am going to use 50%. That is what I'm going to use now, and 50% of 7 centimeter is 3.5 centimeters. So this is 2.5. I'm marking it here. Then I'll bring the 2.5 to this point here again where the dart starts to 3.5. Then I'm going to join back to point D to close my shoulder. I don't have to do the same here because whatever I do here affects the other side, because I'm cutting two of this pattern that I'm making. So close to my shoulder that way, just for me to take it down. Take it down. I'll take it down here too. Okay, so we're done with that, and the next thing I want to do now is to cut. And please, your inches here, don't forget that the line here won't meet again, so you will just follow the line here straight down. You won't don't come like this. This will be wrong. This will be wrong because you have your neck shooted up. Okay, we'll mark our shoulder, what we want our shoulder length to be. I am going to use 2 inches. You can use 3 inches, but I'm going to use 2.5 inches. Then I'll make a curve right to that point, making sure it passes through this my neck depth. Okay, so I'll just use my hands to gauge the sewing allowance. Please don't forget your sewing allowance. Measure it when you're going to do your volume. Okay, so we don't need this side again. Don't need this side again. Then we are going to add sewing allowance here too. So we have the wrap here already. So don't forget that we've already removed our waist dart here. So the only dart we have affecting us here is our shoulder dart, but we can actually remove it as well. We can actually remove it as well when we want to sew our clothes, or we should measure our normal 4 inches, 4 centimeters there, 4 centimeters there. Look for the midpoint, join back to this tip, join back to this tip here, then close when we are working on our fabric immediately. But we can also remove it. How can we remove it? I hope somebody remembers this. We'll remove it by this side. And even if we still want to do our shoulder tightening together with the 7 original darts, making 7 plus 3.5, there we're going to have 10.5. You can remove the old 10.5 and work with the other side. You will still get the same result, just like we did get the result here. I want to show us the second dart, the second way of going about the wrap before I show you the clothes on the mannequin, for me to describe better what I meant by removing the dart. So this is the dart line, and if we want the dart to stop at the dart line here, we're just going to slash. We're just going to slash through with this way. That's all. Then we have something like this. So if we cut, we're going to cut 2 of these. If we cut 2 of these with notch this side and we will notch the center point of this as well. So the point here is meeting the point here back. When you are ready to wrap the cloth, the point here is meeting the point here back. So with that, we have our wrap, and with whatever sleeve you want to go with it, the cap sleeve, the front fitted, the puff sleeve. For the puff sleeve, you're going to add extra fullness. Whatever sleeve you want there, you will add it. And even if you want it armless, then you have it armless and have a good cloth. But if you're adding this, this side, that means you're coming back to the waist. You're coming back to when you cut two of these and you're ready to fold into each other, you're making sure that this line is hitting this line back. But if this is not there, this line here is hitting the line back here. So let's go to the mannequin. This is a wrap cloth that stores at the other dark side. The wrap cloth which stores at the other. This is it. So it's hitting the line here. It's not coming back to the waistline. It's not coming back to the waist here. And this is one of the works of our students here. She did a very good job. In 2 months, she was able to make this. So this is the outcome. This should be the outcome of the wrap gown. She came down by 6 centimeters. 6 inches. She came down by 6 inches, and that's why it's as low as this. So imagine 1 inch adding to this place. You don't have to wear any camisole or anything under it. So that is that about wrap gown. Back side is just going to be whatever your shoulder line is here. That is what we're bringing back here. I've removed the shoulder that's there, so I have 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches, and that is what I'm marking back. Then you would measure anything you want here. Me, I'm going to give it 3 inches, and I'm drawing a curve back to this place. Then add the sewing allowance. Then the upper part to fix a sewing allowance. The back just still remains the back. We really don't have clothes with a wrap at the back, but you can decide to do just like that. And for the mono strap, whatever you do, just remember that whatever you do in the front, you replicate at the back, especially when it comes to your neck points and your shoulder points. So here we have the front of the wrap and the back of the wrap. It must hit each other, else you'll be having issues with joining back.